On. You're good to go. 1 second. You're good to go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Waiting for Billy.
Child abusers are not welcome on this estate. Convicted child abusers live among us. Survivors have to walk these streets. Imagine bumping into your abuser while walking down the road. Imagine being in the supermarket and bumping into your baby's child abuser. Imagine being thrown out of that supermarket for making a fuss. These people should not be allowed back in the communities from which they committed these offences. These people are not welcome on our estates. For too long, this estate has been used as a dumping ground. Since the 1990s, when there were demonstrations here to remove paedophiles. This is not acceptable. Enough is enough. Thank you all for turning up today. Thank you for travelling from Manchester, from Rochdale, from Glasgow, from Bolton. Thank you for making the effort to come and help us fight this fight. Thank you to all of the locals that are here. This is our community, and I know none of you like these people living here too. We have children that play on these streets safely. This should be allowed to happen without any interference. We shouldn't have to worry about our children. Enough is enough. We are going to do a little bit of a walk. Let's just let you know what's going on with the demonstration today. This is my first time speaking, so you'll have to excuse me. Billy, my mate Billy Howard from PAG UK, a man I admire very much. He's trying to get me to talk on a few occasions, and I've always backed down. But I have no choice today because this is a personal fight. This is a fight that means very much to me. This is my baby grandson I'm talking about. At 6 months old, my baby grandson was abused by the man that should have cared for him most. I say he's a man, but he has to be human first, so I try not to use that sort of terminology when I talk about this beast, because that's what he is. This man, he abused him so much, he punched him. My baby grandson has lost his left eye, he now wears a prosthetic eye. Can you imagine life-changing injuries? Our British justice is based on an eye for an eye. Proportionate sentences for people. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, a foot for a foot. It says so in the Bible. Proportionate sentences. 2 years in prison this man served. 2 years. And now he's back on the estate from whence he came. Back to walk among us with impunity. Never reported by the press. He's walked around for 5 years. 5 years among this wonderful community. He shouldn't be allowed. It's unacceptable. Proportionate sentences. 4-year sentence for an eye. A 4-year sentence. 2 years served. Is that proportionate? I don't think it is. It's not even justice. It's nowhere near justice. For too long, we've had these things going on here. We had problems in 2018 on this very estate, when I was dragged into a fight that I didn't even know existed. A fight that I had no idea would take 7 years before we got any sort of justice. There was an ice cream van driving around this community in 2018. There was a man driving that ice cream van. He was trading on a loophole in the law. That loophole meant it was a delivery service only. A delivery service only. This same man was suspected to be a pedophile. The children threw stones at the ice cream van. This was then made out to be a racist attack. This same man was on bail for charges he is now serving almost 30 years for. 30 years. Let that sink in for a minute. This man was driving an ice cream van in our community while calling our children racist for throwing stones at him because they knew he was a bad man. A bad man. 7 years later, we have some justice. But there's lots of people in this town that have no justice. No justice at all. Abusers left to walk our streets. We have a very, very well-known pedophile and pro-pedophile campaigner living in our town. Tom O'Carroll. Tom O'Carroll. Thomas Victor O'Carroll. This man is Britain's most pro-paedophile campaigner, most notorious pro-paedophile campaigner. He's written pro-paedophile books. He's been to jail on multiple occasions for pornography and distribution of child pornography. This man wants the age of consent lowering to 4 years old. Let that sink in. 4 years old. And he lives amongst us. This same man infiltrated the Labour Party of Barrow in 2016 and our local government. Is this acceptable? No. This man has no ties to our area. Why is he here? We don't want these people here. We will not have these people here anymore. We have to shout. We have to make as much noise as humanly possible, and we have to stop this from continuing in our communities. Yeah. We will not accept it. Get them out of our town. Get them out of every town. We don't want them anywhere.
Oh, come on. Stick them off field.
I'd like to introduce you to somebody. This is a very good friend of mine. Billy from PAG UK in Rochdale. In 2020, I met Billy for the first time. For 2 years, myself, my friends, my brother, and my family have been trying to expose what was going on in our local communities. I was called the local racist, the local fantasist, the local Nazi. My grandfather fought against the Nazi regime. I'm not a Nazi. Not at all. I just want truth. And I want truth for our families. And I want justice. I will not accept this anymore. When I met Billy in 2020, I thought nobody believed us. I thought we were fighting this fight alone. This man made a difference. This man made a difference in Rochdale, and he's one of the best and the loudest and the most confident voices in the whole movement. He's steadfast to his beliefs. He's made a difference in his community. We can make a difference in our community too, but we can't do that on our own. We all have to stand together. Can I hand you over to Billy? And I'm going to let you tell a little about his story. Thank you for listening.
How do I follow that? I've waited for him for years to do that today, and he's just done it, and it was an epic speech. Right, guys, I'm not going to come here and talk about what I do, where I do it. This is a local issue. I just want to come on here and say how brave you are. When I first started, there were 7 of us. There's already more here now studying that. You guys are the front line and the last line of defence for your community's children, and only yous are going to stop it. These aren't. They prove that all around the country. They're unable to stop this. It's down to you. They're living in your area. They're living amongst you. Make sure you keep on them. You know who they are. You know where they are. You tell your kids who they are and what they are and where they are to stay away. It's down to you. You are the last line of defence for your children. And I just want to say, from Rochdale, it's been a 3-hour drive to get here, and I just want to say I'm absolutely privileged to stand here amongst you guys today. You're a lovely town, and I'll be here every single time. I've been coming for a while now because I listen. Unlike the others who saw conspiracy theorists, I listened to and I read between the lines, and there was too many people telling me in this town and in this little island you've got that things were happening. So here I am, and here I'll stay until the fight's finished and we've won. We won't lose, we will win. Streets will be safer for our children. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Billy. Billy, how is everybody? My daughter was going to talk today and tell you a little bit about our story. I've told you a little myself. Abby has written a speech. I'm not sure if she wants to say it herself. If she doesn't, I'm going to read it. I don't know if you'd like to come up here and join me. Come up and join me, Princess, come on. And I'll read it for you. I'm so proud of this young lady. After what she's been through, she is a fantastic mother. A fantastic mother. She has the support of our whole family. She's been strong. One of the strongest girls I know. Because she's been through so much. Anyway, I'm going to read a speech. I haven't read it myself, so excuse me if it's emotional or other things. But excuse me if I slip up, because I haven't read it. I wanted to let you hear it for the first time. I wanted to read it for the first time myself. In 2016, the man that was supposed to be our family's, sorry, you have to excuse me, I can't see because of this one. In 2016, the man that was supposed to be our family's protector completely ripped our whole world apart. He caused injuries so severe that my son has to undergo an operation to remove the front half of his eye. The front half of his eye. Don't try this. This was due to blunt force trauma that had caused his retina to detach. This man hit him with such force that his retina detached. Without going too far into 2 grueling years of court cases, Darren Taylor was found guilty of inflicting GBH on my 6-month-old baby. A 6-month-old baby. Before the case, we found out my son also had healing fractured ribs that had been caused in the 6 months prior to the eye injury. Can you imagine a baby 3 months, 4 months old with healing fractured ribs, broken ribs, because the man that's supposed to care for him most abused him? That's my grandson, my daughter's son. Throughout the court case, we found out that in the years prior there were other children harmed at the hands of this man. Cases I could be told about before the case. I couldn't be told about before the court case because of privacy and confidentiality. There were failings in this case. There were warnings. Social services have been warned about this man's behaviour prior to these injuries, prior to my daughter meeting this man. This could have been stopped. It could have been avoided. Since he served this pathetic 2-year sentence, I very quickly became informed that he had moved back to Barrow, back to his mother's address. Not even a stone's throw from my dad's address, and my blood ran cold. Just as the days recovering from all the trauma and trying so hard to make it feel like my children weren't recovering from their childhood didn't feel as empty anymore. My whole world fell apart all over again. My world fell apart because this abuser was still free to walk our streets. The same streets where the child being abused can't walk anymore. He can't walk these streets safely. We don't want him to bump into this monster. We don't want any child to bump into this monster. The anxiety of when we see him. What if we bump into him? What if he comes for us again? His family were vile, always pulling up in cars, hurling abuse, and pathetically swearing at me at every opportunity. Anyone who knows me knows I could just laugh this off and not be fazed by any of them, but nothing could prepare me for the day I had to bump into him. Himself at my place of work. Imagine being at your place of work and bumping into your child's abuser, the man that has taken your baby's eye. How would you feel? I'd want to be then. Or when I bumped into him in Asda, where he laughed in my face not even 5 minutes prior to that my son was with me. Luckily, he'd headed home with another family member, or he'd have had to go through that too. My son is only 9. He still doesn't know why he only has one eye. One day I still have to tell him that. I still have to explain that the one man that was supposed to love and cherish him instead took it away from him. Took his right eye, his left eye, took his sight, his opportunity for jobs, the chance to take part in contact sports. Can't even live a normal life. Made him live a life, a school where you get special treatment just to be able to stay in line. Academically with his peers. The reason his first few years were so traumatic, he wouldn't let anyone near his face. He wouldn't let any doctors touch his face, wouldn't let any doctors near his eye. He wouldn't wear a prosthetic. A child was blind. He proved to us that he is much more resilient than we could ever imagine. But how resilient will he be the day he finds out who has done this to him? How resilient will he be when he finds out the very same man is walking the very same streets as he is? How resilient will he be when he realises he wasn't born like this and someone took it all away in one single moment that changed this little boy's life forever? This little boy, my grandson and my daughter's son. This isn't fair. This isn't justice. This isn't an eye for an eye. This isn't proportionate. I could go on forever, but how the impacts of our everyday life. But as parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, you can only imagine the mental and the physical battles we have had to go through to survive until today. And with him still walking our streets, there will be many more battles, mentally and physically. It will always be a never-ending cycle of surviving at the hands of that monster. Getting him out of the community won't bring back my son's eyesight, and it won't erase what's already been done. But it will inevitably make his life battle a little easier to deal with. I'm sorry, my reading's not great. The phone's a dark screen and I can't really see the words, but I think you all get the gist of what my amazing daughter has written. You know, I'm so proud of you, Abby. So proud of you. And we're all here for you today. We're all here for my little boy, for my little grandson. Okay, we love you. Thank you.
Well done.
Guys, we're going to have a little bit of a walk around the estate. Not too far. We're going to maybe walk around down Park Road, out the Ormsgill and up Chester Street, then back here, and then we'll say goodbyes and we'll go and have coffee or whatever we're all doing, and we'll take some photographs and things. But I'd like to thank you all. I really would like to thank you for coming today, because we can make a difference, and we all have to stand arm in arm, shoulder to shoulder, hand in hand, and raise our voices together and make a difference. God bless you all for being here. Thank you.
What did you say?
God bless you all for being here. Thank you.
No worries.
Cheers. Thank you.
Very good.